And that wraps up the review preview edition here of the show. Let's go over to Grant for Curveball of the Week here. What do you got here?
All right. So, as you guys know, Caleb and family, they're visiting from Florida this last week. And Caleb's dream his whole life was to go down and live in Florida and buy a home and be able to put Christmas lights on a palm tree. Wake up Christmas morning, you see your palm tree outside with Christmas lights on. So that got me thinking. If you were to move out of either Minnesota or North Dakota, what would be your dream state you could move to?
Maine. I'm just kidding. No. No.
North Dakota, no, I'm just total joke. But I don't want to be joking. Obviously, me and Hannah, you guys both don't want to move to Charlotte, but I don't know if that's like the dream place.
Yeah, the dream, yeah, the dream.
I don't know. After going to Montana, that might be the spot out by Glacier.
Ethan's putting his cowboy boots on.
That was ungodly amazing. Yeah, I might get a little cold here and there, but I've lived in it for 30 years. Why the hell? What's another 15, 20 if I'm lucky?
And yeah, I think those summers and being up by Glacier would really be worth it.
Yeah, I think so.
Ooh. I would probably have to say, I've had jobs where I've had to work outside, work in the cold. I don't want to deal with cold again, so I'm moving somewhere warm. Part of me would want to say Florida, but there's pythons that pop up out of the toilet. I don't want to deal with that. So I think if I had to move somewhere, I think I would go down. I would still go in the south. I'd also go to a place that has no state income tax. I'm going down to Texas.
There you go.
Yep, I'm going down probably in that Dallas area. Watch the Cowboys play. Go check out the Red River Rivalry.
It's a Texas
where
State,
that is. I got
Texas State Fair this week too.
Texas State Fair. Yep. So I was there the week before that game was played, but I remember we were trying to drive through it and tried seeing all the cars that were just trying to get into the parking lot to go to this Texas State Fair. Oh my word, was the traffic ridiculous.
Yeah, 35 through Dallas, Fort Worth, you don't want to mess with.
No.
But it's warm. It can get a little bit chilly, but nothing terrible where I'd have to be like wearing like 6 or 7 layers of clothing.
Mm-hmm.
Occasional winter coat. I'm well equipped to be able to drive in that weather because I live in the north where we have terrible and crappy roads. All the other idiots is what I'd have to worry with. But yeah, I think Texas is where I would go.
Okay. Yeah, and for me, I'm debating between 2 states, but the region of either state I pick is damn near close to each other. And just because I think the quality of football is better, I'm going down to Georgia.
Oh.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Underrated pick.
Underrated place, that, especially the northern part of the state where you still got some of the Smoky Mountains there.
Time out. Ethan, we've cracked the code here. Grant says he wants to move down to Georgia. You know what's located and headquartered in Georgia? Chick-fil-A. Grant is a closet Chick-fil-A fan. We busted him. You're busted. You're done.
God damn, Alec building these distribution centers for Chick-fil-A has changed my mind with that. Got me.
Gotcha.
Yep. But yeah, well, just kind of living, maybe a suburb of northern Atlanta there. You're still by the big city. Good sports, good football, great food. I love me some peach cobbler, some peach pie. Like I said, you're real close to the Smoky Mountains if you want to have a quick getaway for a vacation. Down there, it's warm.
The Masters.
The Masters is right there if you want a quick.
And I don't think that helps your chances of getting in if you're from Georgia.
No, not a chance. If you want to drive down for a nice weekend, you're close to Savannah. You can go to Charleston. You can go to Myrtle Beach. Gatlinburg. Hey, if Ethan's in Charlotte, hey, quick drive, Ethan. I'm coming up. Yeah, I'd have to go with Georgia's. Again, that southern part of the country. It's warm. You could play golf year round. Different sort of physical activities to do outside. So give me the Peach State.
All right, there it is. And well, that concludes episode 98. In 2 weeks we will be reaching 100 episodes. Crazy to think. Who would have thought,
Damn.
guys? Us three hooligans talking for 100 episodes, and it's going to be there. We have a special guest lined up. We won't be revealing it yet because we won't share it until it happens. But very excited about our guest that's going to be joining us, because when you reach 100 episodes, you got to do it right. You got to bring on the best, and that'll come in a couple of weeks. But episode 98 is wrapped up. We'll have the segments of the show out on YouTube on Friday. Make sure you go subscribe there. Check us out on our social medias: Facebook, Three Guys Talking Ball Podcast; Instagram, TikTok, X, 3GTB Podcast. As well, we'll be posting segments of the show. Posting game recaps of our teams, hopefully positive ones. Purdue, Iowa for Grant, which thankfully for that game is going to be on Peacock, and neither team is probably going to win, but America's going to win because it's not going to be on national television. Michigan correct. Gophers are playing on Saturday. Always going to be a fun game. Wish we would have been able to make that work to come out and watch that game. Twins were playing at home. That would have been very more enticing to go, but I guess that'll have to come. That'll come in time, is when we all meet together. And yeah, so thank you guys for listening, and we'll be back for episode 99 next week.